Hello, this is Smartfoot, welcome back to another episode of Super Mario Odyssey. In this episode we will continue to hunt for the remaining power moons in Wooded Kingdom, then we'll go to Cloud and the Lost Kingdom. Bird Trouble in the Forest, that's the last one we're going for. Timer Challenge 3. The Nut in the Robot Storeroom. I know where that is. Which is that one, and then that one is the not Timer Challenge, but I think that's the one where it's just in the cave, to be honest. Here we go. Got that one. So in this episode, pretty much, we are going to be talking about like some non-binary topics again. And this one is going to be non-binary appearance / fashion. So, many clotheslines are gendered. Pretty much everything is gendered. Which to some is like, ooh, look at all the stuff I can wear. But to non-binary people, that is a nightmare. Because if you gender everything, it limits the stuff that like non-binary people can wear. It limits the amount of gender neutral things. Like many things are gendered. The only time it is suitable to do something for the opposite gender is if you're going on like a date or something like that. I full on disagree with the fact that everything's gendered. It's stupid. I know it's not stupid to everyone, but in my opinion, gendering everything is stupid because if you gender every single thing in the world, then you're going to lose potential customers. You're going to lose potentially a lot of like people if you gender everything. It's going around the top now, and then it should fly back all the way around and come back to us. Here we go, we've got the last moon. Why I was in the tree, I don't know. I should have just stood there. Here we go, now let's go back to the Odyssey. This kingdom is pretty much done except for maxing out the shop moons, but we're not maxing out shop moons in the episodes. I will do that pretty much once we finish the game, and then I might do like a follow-up episode called 100% complete or something. Just showcasing like something where you collect every single thing in the game. Now we're off to the Cloud Kingdom. This is one of the smaller kingdoms, hence why it's sandwiched between like 2 other kingdoms in one episode. Personally, I think it's a good idea to complete as many levels of the game as I can. So what we want to do is we now want to go and speak to Peach, who will then be like she wants to go to the city. There we go. Yeah, she's got a power room for us. I don't care though, because she's evil. She's the villain of the game. And now let's go and open the moon rock and go and get whatever moons we need to get now. Quite possibly all the moons. There we go. Just skip the cutscene. Yep. There we go, got a key. Now we want to go and get another power moon. One, two, there we go. This one done. There we go. This one get you, done. Where next? Probably the special warp pipe. Because why not? Here we go, into here. Go. Into here. Yeah, so non-binary fashion. Non-binary fashion is pretty much very limiting because the majority of stuff that you can buy in the shops is mostly gendered. There's like, this is for men, this is for women, this is unisex. Then even stuff that is unisex is usually designed for one particular gender anyway. Plus as well, why wear stuff that you're not expressing yourself in anyway? Because one way that's the easiest way to express yourself is to wear something that showcases like your personality, your interests, basically showcases who you are. Because when you're wearing clothes, you're not only being judged on like your appearance, you're also being judged on like personality as well. So you need the two things to match up. But then, if you've got like two different things and they don't line up, then of course you're gonna have an issue with like the way people perceive you. But gender in general just doesn't make sense, because pretty much your gender or your appearance, they're all add up anyway. So why should we base what gender people are based on their appearance? Why? Because it's a social construct. And because it is a social construct, people think of it as like a guideline to how they should look, or what they should look like, or what they should do. But where it comes to stuff like gender, it's dumb, because people should be able to express themselves as whoever they want to be, as long as it's not harming people and that, yeah. The only time that you can't express people for who they are is literally those who could use their self-identification stuff in a horrible way, where it can like damage someone's mental health, hurt them, or anything like that. Like, if you're gonna use like self-identification to harm someone, then yeah, that's when it should be banned. But if you're banning self-identification just because you are like, oh, I don't agree with people being able to be non-binary, like, at the end of the day, why is that? If you're against someone because they're non-binary, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough if it's a valid reason, but don't push those values onto other people. There we go. That was a hard one to find. I'm not going to go for the easier one of the two, because the one where it's the music notes is very difficult anyway. But as for like non-binary fashion, pretty much as a non-binary person, it depends on what it is, because, for instance, you may get stared at by some people for wearing stuff which is basically is the opposite to what you perceived as. Like, what I would do is what I tend to do is I just tend to wear like branded t-shirts based on what my interests and what I enjoy. Just because then people can't perceive you as like a particular gender. And then if they do, they can't really be like, oh, you can't wear that, because at the end of the day, if you're wearing the top of your interests for stuff like theme park rides or films or anything like that, and someone says, oh, you can't wear that, it's too girly, or that's a girl thing, pretty much then you can be like, so you have to be a girl to enjoy like a roller coaster or a film or anything. No, films can be enjoyed by anyone, even if they are perceived as feminine content or masculine content. Anyone can still enjoy any film, and people shouldn't be trying to say, oh, you can't wear that because you're such and such gender when you're non-binary, or even in general. Like, no one would say, oh, you can't do this because you are, oh, you can't do this because you're a male, or you can't do this because you're female. Like, that shouldn't be happening nowadays. We're going to the Lost Kingdom now. But then as well, non-binary fashion also includes, like, when you're going on dates and stuff. Like, I've now tended to give up on, like, relationships and stuff. Because relationships for me never work. Especially when I get perceived as a certain gender. And then as well, it's quite awkward when you're one gender, but then your partner's like perceiving you as a separate gender around their family, because their family is like against non-binary or trans stuff, which then can cause to basically feeling unwanted and all that, because you're identifying as one thing, they're saying you're another, and then there's a whole breakdown in communication. Whereas if the parents don't understand being like non-binary in that, the parents can easily just be like, oh, I'm not quite understanding what non-binary is, can you just explain it for me? Because I'd rather, if I was dating someone, the parents didn't know what non-binary was, I'd rather talk to them about it, be like, this is what it is, this is what I identify as, and then pretty much explain what non-binary is, why people identify as non-binary, the reason why the gender binary is not suitable for everyone, because the gender binary isn't suitable for everyone. Some people are alright with being gendered, some people aren't alright with being gendered. But the thing is, if you are or not gendered, who cares about what your gender is? What matters in a relationship is caring for one another and being in a relationship where both of you in the relationship are kind of like very close, you know each other's like likes and dislikes, stuff like that. Like, as long as a relationship has got both respect and like love in it, that's when it's alright. But the only time it is not right is when it's like relationships where either there's like issues with it or lots of perceived issues, stuff like that. No, that's when it's not alright to be in a relationship with someone. As if it's a one-sided relationship where one person's using the other. No. That's not alright in that type of relationship. Unless it's already, like, agreed upon, both parties agree to everything. If it's starting to get, like, suspicious or one-sided or anything like that, or one partner feels unwanted, that's when that relationship is becoming a problem. I know that because I've been in quite a lot of relationships, and some of them have been really bad. Some of them have been good, some of them have been bad. You can't really blame every single relationship experience. You can't blame one bad relationship for not dating anyone, but you can't, for instance, say, oh, I want to date such and such because I like them and stuff like that. No, you can't just do that. You have to literally be in a relationship with someone who, one, you've got a great bond with prior to dating. Two, if you're going to date someone, you need to, well, plan it out. You need to know exactly what the two of you expect in a relationship, all that. Because if one person is like, I want this, and then the other person in the relationship doesn't want it, and it's not alright for that to be removed from the relationship, then it's obviously not a decent relationship. Especially in regards to stuff like if someone's using their partner just for like money and that. No, that's not alright. If someone's dating their partner as like a how do I put it, as a way as just someone to show off and that. No. If they're trying to date someone just to get like gifts and presents and that, no. If you're in a relationship, both of you should have a mutual respect and a mutual interest in each other, because if it's one-sided relationship, no. Because a one-sided relationship relationships never work. I can guarantee you that. However, if you're not sure what type of relationship you want, what I'd recommend doing is looking up the types of relationships you can be in and then find one with your partner that both of you enjoy. Relationships where you cheat on a partner are not alright. Especially when they're cheating on someone isn't alright. Like, open relationships, I don't agree with, to be honest. But if you're in an open relationship and you can cheat on each other whenever you want, isn't that just basically saying that you're not right for each other and that you should date someone who you feel more fit to be with rather than someone who put up with until you can find like the perfect person for yourself? That's how I see those types of relationships, because they don't work. Open relationships don't work. They will never work. They never have either. So what's the point of being in a relationship with someone if you don't actually love them and you're just dating them for like money or something? As for non-binary people, pretty much what people tend to do when someone's non-binary is literally try to be like, oh, I want a girlfriend, and then try to pressure the non-binary person to express in that certain manner. Whereas not all non-binary people are femme, not all of them are masked. All non-binary people express themselves in different and unique ways. So if you're non-binary, you're in a relationship where they're trying to force you to express in one particular way, then no. It's like this. I try to keep myself as ungendered as I can, because gender isn't very good. Because if you gender someone, it's an issue with everything. Because gendering someone based on appearance is dumb, plus as well, if you are forcing your partner to express in a certain way, just to look more like one gender in particular, isn't that basically just saying that you want to date like a woman instead of a non-binary person? And then that's technically also your internal transphobia as well. Like, everyone's got internal transphobia, even non-binary people have internal transphobia, because what they fear is basically what people are going to think of them, or they think, oh, why do I have to be this way? Stuff like that. Whereas if the internal transphobia of someone is well shown in a relationship, especially when you're with a trans and non-binary person, that's the issue. Like, if someone's transitioning and you're trying to change them from who they truly are to turn them into your dream partner, and that they're not actually wanting to look like that or be like that or have that type of personality, then you're simply just getting someone who you once were attracted to and turning them into someone else, someone who they truly aren't. And then, if you do that with a person, and you change the person to someone they're not, in some positive ways, sometimes, yeah, it can help them transition to start off with, but then, whenever you force people to become a different way that they aren't, or for someone to be a different gender than they truly are and all that, then yeah, that's when there's an issue. So before I do anything, the quickest way to do this one is not even go straight off the klepto. It's simply to jump up here, jump onto this one, ground pound it, because klepto will go onto that one then, rather than now klepto should be on the lower one of the two, meaning that Meaning that when you go, you can actually jump onto the other one, ground pound it, and then, yeah. Now let's go and rescue Kathy before we get nicked again. Get this one, and then we're going to capture a lava bubble so that we can go to the other place as well. There we go. Extremely hot bath. There we go. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go to some of the ones where I know where it is. For example, this one's the music note one. Just get this moon again. Then this one is simple. What you do is you there we go. Got the moon. Line this up, blow it up. Oh, we've just run over just a little bit today, but just because we've run over just a little bit, I am planning on now just finishing off the kingdom. Just because there's 3 moons left. And if there's only 3 left, there's no point in just we got another moon. How many more moons? Is there 2 left in this kingdom if I remember right? Sorry about the extra long video, but just because some of them I've cut short and some of them do go over, it just is literally the way some of the episodes do fall. Like, I try to keep them to about half an hour, but if for instance I've got like 2 or 3 left that do need a little bit longer, I will take that little bit more time just to finish off an area rather than not finish it off, because then if an area is not finished off, then I've got to take time out of the next episode to simply just find one more moon. Oh, I know what it is, it's time challenge. think this is the one where it's like... Here we go. So, thanks for watching this episode. We have now finished the Lost Kingdom as well. And in the next episode, we should be continuing on to the Metro Kingdom. So, thanks for watching and bye!